Topics? You got any topics written down?
Any topics?
Yeah.
I think
I can write stuff down. My memory pad.
let me just pull up my phone and just type stuff up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I'll let you write it.
I guess introduction. Well, let's see.
We need a name for the podcast too.
The name for the podcast?
Yes.
Asians Down Under.
No. Nothing about ethnicity, please.
Okay.
Come from the land down under. I like that the first one there.
What
was it called? The How You Doing podcast or whatever it was?
How you doing?
Yeah.
How was your day?
Something like that, yeah.
Let's see. Lockdown limits.
What's a catchy name that people will search in the
Catchy name.
search engine? Because sometimes when I think of titles, I think of like keywords. So
Keywords?
Valorant is a keyword
Oh,
that people will use.
yeah, I thought you said. Keywords or something catchy.
Well, podcast would have to be at the end of it, obviously.
Yeah.
So. I don't know, something about that. How you doing? How are you? Podcast is quite actually a decent name. It's something I never heard of, but I feel like it can catch on.
How the three guys are doing. How these three guys are doing.
No. Too specific at that point.
Yeah.
Because when you think of a name, it has to be nice and broad, but it just defines the group.
How you going, mate?
The How You Doing podcast.
Oh shit.
The Broken Legs podcast.
Broken legs. 3 broken legs.
Dylan's gonna be a part of it, so he has no choice. Forcing him into it now. We're gonna get his political opinions.
3 tender fenders.
Kendo defenders.
Yeah. 3 tender defenders.
There's one called like the Broken Podcast, the Bent.
The bent podcast. Wait.
Let's search it.
Chop
I think
this,
it's
chop this stick.
Nah.
Send nudes, please.
The nudies. The nudies podcast.
The nudies.
Podcast.
Wait, is this also going to be part of the episode where we just come up with the name?
Yeah, have you recorded it?
Yeah, I started.
Okay. I didn't start. So.
Oh my god. It'll just be like extra footage or something.
Yeah.
What's the title? Yeah.
Oh, I see one. I think it's the Sugar Daddy podcast. Who's my daddy? Check availability. What's this?
Jingle smells.
Jingle smells.
Yeah.
I like the Joe Rogan experience. I think that's actually really cool, but there's nothing we can do for like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Free. So like. No, wait, that doesn't work. I just repeated the same thing.
Three free Ds. What the fuck? D's nuts. We're spending so much time thinking about the name. You ever wonder why the name is like such a problem? Like when it comes to anything, like name related, like oh name your kid kind of thing. It's like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to name him.
Well, honestly,
Can't be there.
dude, you know what my freaking auntie did? She just, you know, like, if it comes to that like part, you know what people end up doing? They just find like a book and they be like top like names, so like 1,000 boy names, 1,000 like girl names, depending on
Yeah.
when they know what gender they kid is.
Basically, what we did to popular podcast names.
Yeah, we're just leeching off the ideas and shit. What can they do?
What actually should be our name? How you doing? Where we ask people how they doing.
Nah. Wait. Time for battle.
Go bro podcast.
Go bro. 1, 2, 3.
Go,
Go
bro.
bro. I we should do that like just like off at the beginning. You know how like when you listen to podcasts, they have like that like the introduction like doom doom doom. Welcome to this podcast like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey bro, don't peek, bro, don't peek. Okay, bro. 1, 2, 3, go,
2,
bro.
3,
Hey,
go, bro.
Welcome back. Here's another episode of the podcast. You're joined by the coach.
How you doing?
I mean that could work. I think.
The Go Bro podcast.
Yeah.
It sounds so funny that
That's the point, man.
the Go Bro podcast.
This doesn't always have to be serious, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Go Bro. It's like GoPro.
GoPro.
But Go Bro.
True. Well, we might get copyright, man.
No, you can't because it's not the same. But what is a good podcast name? There doesn't have to necessarily be a certain theme associated with it, I don't think.
3 guys, 1 nose.
Just talk.
Yeah, true. It's just like the name. The name shouldn't be like, unless like you want to focus like your podcast on like a name or something.
Do you want to just go for GoPro?
Yeah.
I think we just fucking go with GoPro.
Yeah, Dylan.
Go. Yeah, what are your thoughts? From an outside perspective.
I don't know. Better ones.
Better ones.
I don't think it's as catchy.
Creative podcast names idea. 325 it has.
Oh, bro, I got it, bro.
What do you got?
How do you spell this word? Okay, I think that's how you spell it.
Freedom in tranquility.
That sounds like some freaking item.
It sounds like a yeah, like a League of Legends item. Tranquility.
Tranquility. A summoner has disconnected. Fuck, man.
The Spoken Words podcast.
Yeah, the best name is Walk Out.
Oh yeah.
Cork out.
Work
Nice.
Nah.
The Cork Out podcast where we get our cocks out and talk.
Bro.
You know what? That's pretty decent. The Cork Out podcast. That's alright. I think that's alright.
The Ollie Nampton podcast.
No, I cannot be. No, I'm not doing that if it's Ollie Nampton.
The Cawk Out podcast.
Yeah.
And then when people think about it, we'll just be like, you know, in the morning, in order to like wake yourself up, you know, you gotta have like an alarm, you gotta be alert, you know.
Oh my goodness.
So.
What was that? The Cork Out podcast. You can't look at that and tell me that's not a decent title.
Yeah.
I think it works.
It works.
You can be changed later if you don't like
Yeah,
it.
and
Anyways.
we can just be like, the reason why we call the Cawk Out podcast is because, you know, every morning you want to start the day off right, so what better way to wake up to a call?
With your cork out.
Yeah, rooster.
Dylan already made his expression. Oh no. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, we'll just roll with it, I guess.
Okay, so I'm going to reset the recording and then we start it again.
You wanna restart mine as well?